everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for the beginning of the end of the A Realm Reborn job quest as we take on our level 50 Scholar quest, the last Scholar quest of A Realm Reborn. Hello there, Alcazolka. What do you got for me today? Alcazolka has an urgent request. Satora, you must come with me at once. Another Tonberry has emerged from the Wanderer's Palace. A traveling peddler caught sight of the fiend and fled to Camp Bronze Lake. Once again, it falls to the Marauders Guild to find and slay it. This time we will hunt the Tonberry in greater numbers so that we might surround it and cut off all avenues of escape. I have not forgotten our previous attempt to slay one of the foul creatures. Nor have you, I trust. I have your assurances that you'll keep your fairy in line this time, right? Then let us make for Bronze Lake at once. Our comrades have already departed and I do not wish to fall behind. We will rendezvous with them at the same place we battled the first Tonberry. Alright then, let's head off to Camp Bronze Lake and fight this Tonberry. Alright, made it to Camp Bronze Lake. Let's go ahead and take care of this Tonberry. Where are you at, Alcazolka? Right ahead. And there's the Tonberry we're looking for. Hello. You ready for this? Thank the gods you have come, Satora. Any later we might have had to proceed without you. The Tonberry appears to be in some sort of trance and is oblivious to our presence. Is everyone ready? Excellent. Remember, we must surround the fiend. It cannot be allowed to flee. My son, my dear son, stay away. I cannot. Damn it, not again. It's the sanctuary inside the Wanderer's Palace. Come, let us follow and finish this once and for all. Alright, into the Wanderer's Palace we go. Let's go ahead and start out by eating some deviled eggs. Let's get ourselves ready. And let's go fight some Tonberries. So fun fact about Scholar, in this very particular level range, from when you unlock Art of War until a few levels from now when we get an upgrade to our Ruin ability, there is no actual legitimate reason to use Ruin. Art of War is just objectively better in every way. It's the same potency, so you're going to be doing the same amount of damage per enemy, but it is a multi-hit attack. It will hit any enemies in the range around you, so already an improvement there, having it be multi-hit, or AoE rather. And on top of that, it has no cast time, so we don't need to worry about standing in place to cast a spell. We can just use Art of War and be able to also move around at the same time, and just keep very mobile. Art of War, really broken at this level. It's really funny, actually. Okay, took care of a bunch of the Tonberries. They seem to be dropping these Rancor Flames, which unfortunately we can't do anything about. What we can do, however, is destroy these Tonberries, and hope that this Rancor doesn't end up doing anything to really hurt us. Okay, let's keep it going. As soon as that bio's about to wear off, right now, let's go ahead and put it back up. And we don't have anything else to really spend our ether flow stacks on. Don't really need to worry about the healing too much. Alcazolka's doing just fine. Alcazolka's running away. So go ahead and dump those into our energy drain to do extra damage. What are you doing, Alcazolka? Oh, we have another Tonberry. Oh, this is turning into a mess indeed. Look at all these things popping up. These Tonberries seem almost well protected. They don't only have numbers on their own side, they've got these bugs protecting them. I love it. It's great. Oh, but that is a lot of Rancor Flame that is popping up. Not a fan of that. You get back here! Okay, hang on. Looks like Alcazolka is also afflicted. God, these debuffs. Should have been using my Asuna sooner, but oh well. Alright, Alcazolka's doing very fine on health. The only downside to using Art of War in this manner is you do, unfortunately, have to stay close to the enemy. What? Again? Why do you protect this demon? You want me to heal it? Alright, I trust you. The rancor, it's... Lily, my son! Why are you here? Who has summoned you? Then Nim is no more. 1,500 years. Can it truly be so? I was Surito Carito before the sickness from the sea transformed me. The traders, they were the first. As their ears and noses began to atrophy, their limbs grew shorter and their skin. We scholars tried to halt the spread, to try to find a cure, but in time, we too fell ill. Sympathy turned to fear, and fear to anger. Monsters, they called us. Abominations. Then you were once a man? They sealed the sick within the temple with magics, tried to drown us, tried to forget us. Though our bodies had been changed, our minds remained intact. But within every man lurks a beast, when those whom call you kin deny you, come to hate you and despise you. I too succumbed to the rancor, until you reunited me with Lily, my dearest son. Long has my mind been clouded with hatred, but by the resplendent light of Lily, at long last I am free. We will learn much more of Nim in time, but they were somewhat involved in the War of the Magi. So that makes 3 jobs involved in that goddamn War of the Magi, which brought about the 6th Umbral Calamity. Scholar, White Mage, and Black Mage all very heavily involved in that whole mess. We will learn much more about it in time, but for now, what we know is Tonberries, a recurring creature in Final Fantasy. In this game, they are an illness, affecting, in this case, seemingly Lalafels turning into Tonberries, though I'm not sure if that's just because Nim was primarily populated by Lalafell, or if it specifically affects them for some reason. Regardless, Eos, your old name is Lily, and the Tonberry we've been fighting and hunting turned out to be your old scholar. No wonder you wanted to protect them. I nearly killed him! Thank the gods that fairy stopped me. I wonder, did she know it was Sarita from the beginning, or was it only In any case, she has regained a good portion of her memories, if not all of them, I suspect. Well, if you would excuse me, I need to take some time to put my thoughts in order and decide how I might explain this to the Axemaster. Yeah, that's gonna be complicated. Certainly the Tonberries are afflicted by... They have been alive for 1,500 years? Since the affliction befell Nim? Between that and the way their fellows of Nim tried to kill them and forget about them, it's no wonder they fell into madness. Long has my mind been clouded with hatred, but by the resplendent light of Lily, at long last I am free. I'm glad for you, Sorito. So wait a bleeding moment. That Tonberry used to be a scholar like you. So does that mean you'll turn into one of them if you keep slinging those spells? Or did I misunderstand what he said back there? Ah, the hell's with it. No, it's nothing to do with being a scholar. They were just the medics for a disease, so they were directly exposed to the disease, which caused them specifically to get infected. Real problem in hospitals, to my understanding, which is why there's very strict cleanliness guidelines. I came expecting to fight one Tonberry, not a whole mess of them. If it wasn't for you and your flying friend, I reckon we'd not have left there alive. Gotta say, you and Alka make a great team. Shame there ain't more of you scholarly types around, because I could use a partner like you. Take care, Satora. Alright. Well, this is certainly an interesting mess that we found ourselves in, but... Sorito Kurito is going to be the end of the quest. Hello, Sorito. That the traditions of my people have not been lost to the ages is of great comfort to me. I do not know how that soul crystal came into your possession, but I am glad that it did. For the sickness robbed me not only of my body, but of Lily as well. The soul of the scholar no longer resonates with my ether. I cannot summon her. Only you can. Only you are fit to wield the magics now. Here, a gown as befits a scholar of your standing. I bequeath it to you along with a knowledge of sacred soil, my most versatile art. One of my favorite arts too. I love it. I cannot thank you enough for purging the rancor from my heart. But there are still countless others who have yet to see the light. I cannot abandon them to their fate. I will not. And so I bid you farewell, Satora. Carry on our traditions with pride. Alright. We get the last piece of the scholar's uniform. We get the Argute attire coffer, eye level 90. And we get Sacred Soil. Creates a designated area in which party members will only suffer 90% of all damage inflicted for 15 seconds, costing 1 ether flow gauge. Recast every 30 seconds. So, about 50% uptime for a 10% reduction in damage as long as party members are standing within it. It is not the most useful ability right now, but in time it will get upgrades, which make it really good. So I'm in the habit of using it on cooldown as soon as it is available to use again, just because it does eventually get really good and it is worth it to be in that habit. But for now, there is good reason to maybe not use it in your kit yet. Using your ether flow for direct healing may be of more benefit until Sacred Soil gets those upgrades. And that concludes Scholar for A Realm Reborn. The next quest will become available once we've reached Heavensward, and we get flying colors. All right, let's go ahead and set Sacred Soil. I like to have it up there next to Etherflow. And let's go over those new bits of gear we got. First off, Scholar's Gown, completing our item level 50. Well, in this case, item level 55 set of Scholar gear. Very, very nice. Ooh, I do like that a lot. But we also got a coffer full of armor, the Argute attire. Originally, I believe this was gear that you got from doing some post-game grinding to eventually upgrade the Scholar job gear you get from this quest. You would upgrade it to eventually get the Argute attire, I think. This was changed well before I started playing the game, but no later than 5.3. I think it might have actually been 5.3 that changed this, but you no longer need to grind out the upgrades to get to the Argute attire. They just straight up give it to you. So we don't need to do that post-game grinding to upgrade our gear anymore, and instead we just directly get some item level 90 gear, which allows us to jump way up in our abilities all the way to item level 73. So item levels from here on, once you hit level 50, are going to start diverging drastically from your actual character level. With each expansion, we're gonna gain many item levels over the course of each expansion, and it's just gonna keep going up and up and up. Currently, as of this recording, 6.5 is out, so we're still in Endwalker, technically. We're waiting on the next expansion, Dawn Trail. Right now, the highest level your character can be is level 90, but the highest item level is 660, with weapons at 665. So yeah, those item levels are going to keep going up much faster than your actual character level. That's just how it's going to be from now on, and your item level is going to be the main determination of how good, like how well equipped you are. But item level 90 gear, it is good to have it. And honestly, this set looks really nice. I'm a big fan of it. Now then, with our Scholar gear in hand, with our Scholar quests done, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, it's time for our level 50 Summoner quest to finish that off as well. I will see everyone next time for that.